Okay, hello, Key Biscayne. It is Monday, August 19th, 2019, and this is the No One's Listening Show, episode 158. I am your host, Rafa, and I am here with the Legacy panel back in action, school's back in session. To my left is Anna.
Hi, Key Biscayne. It feels funny. I don't know why to be back. Hi.
All right.
I lost the touch.
To her left is Manny.
Don't worry, Anna. We all forgot what you look like too. So, but it is. I guess it is back to school here and back in session. Does that mean that the summer hours are over, Rafa?
Well, for the show?
What else?
That takes a lot of work. I don't know if the summer hours are over just yet, but
Why you want to go back to weekly, man?
Stay tuned for the soon-to-be-announced fall hours.
And to his left is the wonderful Lenny.
Hi, guys. Haven't seen you guys in a while or heard from you or whatever. It's been a month, I think.
Lenny, we hear from you on the chats, like 10 different chats every day.
No, I've been radio silent.
I only have Lenny on one chat. This one.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Oh my God, that
This
one. That one's. I like that one
You never
I like it
know
too.
where she may be
because we
lurking.
can talk on that one freely,
Damn.
and the f bombs can go, and I don't get in trouble.
You get in trouble for F-bombs in chats?
Yeah, sometimes on this show.
No, but on chats?
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Yep. No bad words. It's bad. I heard it's very healthy to say bad words though every once in a while.
I saw the link you posted today.
Yeah, I just wanted everyone to know that.
We're going to start a swear jar here, so no one has to feel guilty, and
Yeah.
you just
I think
pitch.
we're fine. Every once in a while, a good, if it makes sense.
Exactly.
It makes sense to bitch or something. Okay, let's start how we always start. It's weekend talk or summer talk, or if you guys want to share an anecdote or something like that you guys
Rafa, why don't you start, Rafa? It's been like forever. I haven't seen you anywhere.
Okay, well, this weekend was fine, I guess. We went to a pool party.
No, but I want to hear
I want to
about
hear
your
where were
trip
you
to South
before?
Africa.
Yeah, where were you
Pool
before that we
party.
couldn't do it
We're
last
like, we went
week?
to a pool party.
Rafa.
Okay, so I went on a trip to South Africa with my family, and it was stellar. I can't begin to describe it. So South Africa is a very complicated place with a lot of things.
History.
I'll tell you some of the... when you hear about going to South Africa, I went to Cape Town, and then I went to the safari thing. The first thing you hear is that it's dangerous. It's totally fine.
You didn't
it?
go to Johannesburg, though.
I know. I heard Johannesburg.
Johannesburg is dangerous.
But it's also not as touristy. So you might not find yourself there unless you're going for business or something like that. But Cape Town, even though it does have a lot of shady areas, if you go as a visitor, you're going to be totally fine. It's a very interesting society. I mean, they just got over apartheid in '94, basically.
So
Everybody alive, it's like if civil rights just happened. Everybody you meet was living through that, not 20 years
Somewhere
ago. They
in a-
remember it exactly. It's not some foregone thing. It's like it's still there, you
Right.
know? But it's still there. But at the same time, when you go out to places and stuff like that, of course they still have a lot of structural problems in society and stuff like that. But when you go out and stuff like that, it's pretty well integrated, let's say. I mean, all the places I went, the bars I went to, the restaurants I went to, everything like that. In that sense, I thought it would be more segregated. You hear about like all these racist people and stuff like down there, and I'm sure they exist, but you don't feel that when you're down there. It was cool. Really cheap beers, really cheap drinks.
How about the
pretty cheap
beaches?
food.
Did you go to the beaches?
I saw the beaches, but I didn't. It was winter over there. So,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was cold. It was in the 50s. we'll
Yeah,
say.
that's cold.
So the beaches look amazing, but
Wow, that sounds like an incredible weekend.
you can't you can't go in.
How
And I
about
went
that pool party?
I went on safari too, and I saw all the animals and
Oh,
stuff,
cool.
and that was super cool. All of them: elephants, rhinos, baboons. Baboons are everywhere in the city, everywhere. Ostriches are in the city too.
What?
Baboons try and snatch your stuff.
He
Yeah.
ate ostrich.
I ate ostrich and springbok, which is like an antelope type of thing.
Cool. And you were
just-
gone for a week?
12 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The flight took forever. It was a pretty amazing place. I'll tell you a fun story. Went to a town. It was in Cape Province, Western Cape Province, which is where Cape Town is, but the province is like the state. South Africa is really big from east to west, or from west to east. It's about the distance from like Miami to DC.
Wow.
So it's a pretty big place, and it's like, So I was only mainly in that one state, but went to a town called Hermanus, which is a place for whale watching.
Okay.
And all the whales come from Antarctica, right whales and humpback whales, and they hang out in the bay, and you could see them from the shoreline sometimes, like bleaching and stuff like that. But we decided to go on a whale watching tour, and nobody except for me knew what we were getting into. I told them, it's like, we're going to be on one of those boats with 50 people.
Yeah, I've done that.
Packed in there, whatever. So we get out there, and exactly that. Okay, which to me was fine. I mean, I knew we were getting, but I think they thought it was going to be more like a cruising, kind of like cool looking. I don't know, but it was like one of these metal boats,
Right, with 1 million people.
Yeah, with 1 million people. The ocean was rough.
Yeah, that's seasickness.
Yeah, so
Yuck.
half the boat is getting sick.
Oh, man.
Okay, myself included, because I didn't get sick, but I got a little nauseous because I went out the night before. It's like 3 a.m.
Oh, you were hungover.
And then the next morning, this was like at 8 a.m, so it was like,
I would have skipped it, man.
That sounds ouch.
Heavy.
There was a family right in front of me. I think they were Dutch. And the entire family, except for
Puking.
the dad, got sick. Like
Gross.
puking
Gross.
in little bags. The mom was just like hunched over, dying.
Oh,
They
man.
told her, like, look at the horizon. She's like, no, I'm just dead. And she
Man.
just sat there on the inside of the boat.
Puking.
Dude, I'm about to lose it here. When we're gonna have to change the topic here.
Yeah.
People are just
You asked him about
dropping
South
out. I know. I
Africa.
asked about South Africa. I didn't know where we were going. Thought there might have been like one little anecdote.
No, Rafa's story.
So,
The one he picks.
This is the best part. So, we go around looking for these whales. Don't see any whales.
Oh, so wait a minute. It's Puke Fest and no whales?
And
Yeah,
no
at least a whale during
Oh,
Puke
my
Fest.
God.
You see some seals, but you can see those also from
Yeah.
the shore and stuff
That's
like
a
that.
Tell me we
terrible.
have crocodiles over here.
That's a terrible boat trip.
I told them about the crocodiles over here, but they're not nearly as big. I saw those over there too, hippos and
That's
crocodiles.
scary.
Not in the same place.
Tell us that story after.
No, yeah, no. Say that for later.
Very cool place.
Where's the punchline?
So what happened?
Nothing. That we all.
You
got
said, here's the best part,
No,
and
that
you
was
didn't.
it.
There was
that
no
was-
whales.
no,
That's the best
The
part.
best part is we got skunked and everybody was puking their guts
Oh, my
out. And I
God.
feel bad for all these families because
You told them, didn't you?
It's the first. No,
Or you knew.
thankfully,
You just knew.
Our crew, only I was a little nauseous
'Cause
and
of the
I didn't-
hangover.
and I didn't have to puke.
And
I
what-
knew before I got on the boat, I was like, I know
This is
I'm
gonna
gonna
suck.
feel bad. And as soon as I got on, and I felt like just even a hint, they told us like, if you feel bad, don't be embarrassed. I was like, what do I do? I'm feeling bad already.
Give me the puke bag.
Give me the puke bag.
Hand me the puke bag.
Sit me on the edge over there. Perfect. And I just stared at the horizon, put stuff. If you chew stuff, it kind
It
of
helps.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. But by the way, once you get that seasickness, it's so hard to get out of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even when you get back on land, it's like
There's
it's
all
your whole
kinds of
day.
strategies. Look at the horizon.
Jump in the water is the best one, but
Yeah.
I'm not jumping in the water in South Africa. That's no, thank you.
What'd you do
So
this
cool.
weekend,
There's a
Lenny?
shark tour too.
This weekend.
Or what's the weekend talk?
This weekend, I really didn't do much.
Oh, why not?
It was mellow. Tom left Saturday morning to go help his mom. She had knee surgery in West Virginia.
Nice.
I took Tom on Friday to Humphreys McGee concert with the Magic City Hippies, which was cool. That's
sounds fun.
Fillmore.
Where was that?
Fillmore?
Nice.
My favorite place.
Yeah, right.
And nothing, just chilled with my daughter. Boring.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. You went
No
to the
fun.
concert.
Right, you went
Well,
to the
that's- I
concert.
know,
Like,
that
I
was
didn't
it,
do anything.
though.
I went to the
Did you
concert.
guys go anywhere after the concert?
No, we came home.
Oh.
Because Tom had to leave really early the next morning.
Yeah.
Which I was supposed to drive him in the morning, but I think I was still drunk. So I couldn't drive him at 7 in the morning. I woke up, I'm like, I don't think I could drive you.
No.
He's like, what? I'm like, I'm
Uber.
sorry.
Bye.
Uber.
Yeah,
Uber.
that's an automatic.
I'm like,
There's no
I'm so
driving to
sorry.
the airport. You Uber.
I know. I felt
In and out.
I felt bad though.
Well, this is like the last weekend of summer.
Yeah, this is it.
Before everything kind of ramps up, the traffic's going to ramp up. The snowbirds won't get here just yet, but that kind of feeling of like that summer.
Yeah, it's
Local
over, man.
summer.
Low
It was the
vibe.
fastest summer ever.
I have been here all summer. It has not been that fast for me.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's very slow.
I haven't left once. I've been here.
What about your weekend talk?
I went to a pool party.
Let's hear about that.
It was actually really nice. It was fun. It was a friend's pool party off the key.
It was hot out.
It was hot
so
out.
hot.
I was in the pool most of the time. And then we ended up at Seven Seas.
Oh, I love that place.
Oof.
Because we were kind of nearby, kind of.
Where's that,
not-
on the river?
No.
No.
South Miami.
Oh, the restaurant?
Yes. Well,
It's-
it's a
yeah.
karaoke bar.
Right.
Yeah.
What'd
you
By
think?
the airport, right?
No.
It's like between. It's like Bird Road
Coral
and
Gables.
57th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
by the airport to me.
No. What did you sing?
Everything off the keys by the airport.
What'd you sing?
I ended up not singing because I
What?
got really tired. And by the time my name came up, I was like half asleep. So I was like, I have to go. It's out. It's
Oh.
over.
What, your name came up and you passed?
My name was about to come up, and I was like,
Did it come
just
up or
take
not?
me off
Did
the
it
list.
come up
No,
or
it didn't
not?
come up.
Okay.
It didn't come
all
up.
right, so
What did
And,
Rafa
but I
sing?
have
Madonna.
fun singing, but I just didn't do it.
Wait. I'm sorry. I just said, what did Rafa sing? And he said, Madonna. Please tell me what song.
He sang La Isla Bonita.
Like a virgin? What?
Isla
What did he
Bonita.
sing?
Isla Bonita, and I bombed. It was
He
so
kind of
hard.
bombed. he was looking at me like there was a crowd, and I would just like look around, and I just look at Rafa, and Rafa's just looking at me with a saddest face,
I
like
love
I
you,
have to keep going.
Rafa, you're a very good singer, and I've seen you sing. Isla Bonita? Really?
that's-
I love that
We thought it was
song.
going to be good. We were like,
my
that's
God.
good.
It's a very hard song to. I thought it was. I guess I normally sing it to myself in a different key,
Oh,
and then when I
man.
got up there, I was like, "Oh, I can't. I'm not in this range."
I've
and I was
never
just totally
seen
off.
Rafa bomb a karaoke
Totally
like he bombed Madonna
That's
this
a big,
weekend.
it's a big song. That's
It's a big song.
Yeah.
It's a big song.
It's a big
Did you
song.
dance to it too while you were singing? Like,
No, he was all sad up there.
If I would have been singing it nice, then I could have gotten into that. But I wasn't singing it nice.
Okay,
so.
let's practice this for next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to come back.
Yeah, make a comeback. But there were two people on the corner of the bar that were happy, but it's just because they liked the song. They were singing along.
I love it.
nice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
We should do a Rat Radio field trip there. It's a fun place.
We should. That sounds fun.
What about you?
Bring our cups.
I can tell you what
I
band I
like
did.
it. I like that.
We had a cleanup this weekend, fill a bag, and my buddy Teo Queenie, he's this millennial dude who, he's like not even a millennial, he's like 20 or something, 19, he's Luke's age, but
What's
he's
younger than millennials.
he's a cleanup guy and he's an Instagram guy, and has a lot of really fun friends, right? So
That's awesome. He could be your son.
And he's a fan of Fillabag. We do stuff together. Like
Nice.
we've done a bunch of cleanups together. So he called me up and he's like, dude, I want, because he does a cleanup every weekend somewhere.
Nice.
His group's called
That's cool.
Send It for the Sea.
Oh, cool.
Right?
That's cool.
And he's like, I got a spot. Let's do it over there at Bill Bags. So we're friends at Bill Bags.
Right.
And we did a cleanup on the north side of Boater's Grill of Hurricane Harbor, of No Name Harbor.
Yeah.
There's a
You know
lot
the
of
north
trash
side?
there. Yeah, of course.
There's a trail
Yeah.
that goes all the way
Yeah.
to the seawall, and
Yep.
then there's that breakwater out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we went out there, man. We set up right by Boaters.
right.
They were cool. We put up a tent. We had 34
Nice.
people come.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
Nice.
And we pulled 218 pounds off that breakwater. We were out there
Wow.
on the rocks. Dude,
How do you guys weigh the trash? Sorry.
We have a scale. Somebody has a
You- like
digital
a
scale.
one of those like luggage.
digital
thing?
scale.
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's awesome.
Digital. Damn.
I'm sorry I missed it. I was running around.
Yeah, it was
Next
it
time.
was rough because it was he did it at 3 in the afternoon.
It's hot, man. Yeah,
Which,
this weekend was.
'cause it was the right time.
It was
so
a
that breakwater is exposed. The trash on the break. You know what I mean by the breakwater,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, all those
The break-
rocks.
all those rocks
Yeah.
that line the state park. When you're out there on the boat, picture
Yeah.
all the rocks.
Yeah.
We had 34 people walking on those rocks.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled my ankle pretty bad.
Oh, that's when it
I was there.
happened.
I was like,
that's
That's
good.
yeah,
it.
I was warning people, watch out for the wobbly rocks. I was
And
trying
then
to be
you-
all. We do a big safety talk at the beginning and an orientation of the grounds, and we brought the golf cart all the way to the end of that path. You know what I mean, where the seawall is, back in the mangroves. We brought the golf cart all the way back there and set it up as a water station.
Nice.
And everyone had their coolers, and that's where everyone we collected all the bags of trash there, and then brought them back in the golf cart. We're gonna have some.
Nice.
There's some good pictures that should pop up
Cool.
pretty soon. So that was good.
Cool.
That's a nice weekend. That's a good weekend for you.
Yeah, that was
Productive.
Yeah.
that was yesterday.
All right. Well, that's your weekend talk. Let's move on to our music talk. We'll make it quick.
Uh-oh.
Does
Okay.
everybody got a sound queued up?
I have my song queued up.
All right,
Boom.
tell us about it.
Well, I'm gonna play it. Whatever. It's
shut
Sonic
up.
Youth. I won't play. I will play it.
Put it on the front. Oh, the
Teenage Riot, 1988. Daydream Nation is the name of the album. It's so good. It's so good. That's it. We'll do it quick. I won't give a 20-hour speech about it.
All right, I'm gonna do a song that was actually written by Bobby and Shirley Womack. It's covered by my favorite band, the Grateful Stones. We talk about them all the time here, the Rolling Dead or whatever. But here's a little sample of each one of those guys. It's called "It's All Over Now" and covered by the Grateful Dead and the Rolling Stones.
Got an album for that one?
Yeah, that's going to be on 12 by 5 for the Stones.
Why do you? I never do the albums.
What's that?
Figure out
The
what
album? Lenny, you better be ready with your album.
I don't know the album.
You better have the year it was released.
I'm gonna get an
Lenny.
F.
Same
A
song?
little bit more. I hear the Jerry right away, right?
I love it. Jam band.
I think I like the Stones version better.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to leave this Grateful Dead on in the background. This is Hartford Civic Center. I may have been at this show. Wait a second. What year was this? We'll get back to you on it.
So,
A bunch of shows there.
Yeah, because the Stones play a more bluesy, like,
Yeah. I'm going to put that on my list. I like that.
It's very
something
good.
to it.
Well, mine, I'm going to be boring and do Humphreys McGee.
It's not boring.
I know, and it's Can't You See by the Marshall Tucker Band. I think it's my Marshall Tucker Band, right?
Yeah.
So it's a cover, but it was so good. Everyone knows that song. Anyway, Humphreys was a jam band. It was fun. They play all kinds of. Their original stuff is really cool too. They go. It's hard to describe their music.
Did you guys have seats, or were you in the
No, GM. You walk in there and you stand there and
pit? Cool.
GM was there?
GM. General
Yay.
GM was
GA,
there?
whatever, GMJ. And I'm like in the
GM.
front there. You get a little bracelet. We're hanging out. It's so
VIP,
fun.
right?
I love it.
Of
I
course.
love, and it's at the Fillmore again. That's the best place.
You know
ever.
that place well.
I love it.
You're like a regular there.
I do. I really like it.
I've never been.
Lizzo's coming September 14th there,
You've
which I
never
might go
been
to.
there?
Yeah, can't believe. No, I have been. I saw Widespread Panic there.
Oh. They played at the Fillmore?
Yeah.
That's funny. I picture them at Revolution Live.
Oh, funny.
All right. And me, I've been listening to over the weekend, I guess I just put on one of the old radio playlists from way back when in April 2016.
Oh, I was heavily
This is
influential in
The
that.
Rat Radio playlist?
Yeah, this is the second phase of the radio, but
Were we still out on the Gypsy at that time? I
Yes.
guess so. It was the end
Yeah.
of the Gypsy,
This is
right?
one of the
It's
better-
just coming up to the end of the Gypsy.
Oh, we still had a couple months left.
Yeah, we still had a couple months.
That's the end.
That was the peak. April 2016 was the peak of the Gypsy.
But this song has been on the playlist since the radio started almost, okay? I'm taking it to the roots, Manny. I'm going with the Grateful Dead.
Oh,
I love
shit.
it.
Jack Straw, or what are you going to pull?
No, it's my favorite version, St. Stephen. It's live at the Fillmore.
I hope you have the beginning queued up because the
in
beginning
San
of that song is
Francisco.
just.
Oh, that's awesome.
1969. And you guys got to hear this intro because it's all about, on every other version,
Yeah.
I don't like the intro as much as this one.
Listen, the Grateful Dead don't mind if you play the whole song. Don't worry about it. They really don't mind. They used to let tapers at their shows.
That's right.
They had taper tickets.
So sweet.
Love it. That's awesome.
This version's so good. These are songs.
69.
69.
Ah,
and
close.
so these are the versions that made me
That
get
song.
into the Dead because at first I didn't get it, you know? I just didn't get it.
Yeah, it's
Especially
like,
if you listen to album
Jer-
tracks.
Jerry Garcia, just they had his birthday and his
Death.
death anniversary. They're all like within a week of each other.
Yeah, August 8th, I think is the
August
death.
1st and August
9th.
8th,
9th or
respectively. So anyway, he always surfaces up as to the masses at that time. And somebody mentioned one of his quotes. It was like, yeah, the Grateful Dead's a lot like black licorice. Like if you like it, you love it, and if you don't, you just don't.
It's true though.
It is a little bit like that.
It is.
When I first heard it, I just didn't get it. And then a lot of people, as you get into it, you like the more jammy ones.
Right.
But I still am more partial to the ones where they're a little quicker and just less jammy. They're still long.
Well, we
Still
can talk
longer than
forever.
the thing.
Where's Tom McCormick tonight? But we must go on. The show must go
Anyway,
on.
Saint Stephen, Grateful Dead,
Beautiful.
1969 at the Fillmore. Look it up.
It reminds me so much of the radio, that song. Oh, it's so good.
From the old radio
Yeah,
playlist.
old.
Yeah. Rat Radio.
Okay. Well, let's move on to. I'll ask you if you have any key hacks. Anybody?
Oh man, I did have one, but I forgot.
Okay. Go if you think about it.
We'll
Do you
think
have any
about it, yeah.
mindful neighbor? I'm just going through old sections here, just in case.
We're a little rusty this this Monday.
It's fine.
We'll be back.
Okay.
The next
Well,
one.
let's get
I
started.
love Mindful Neighbor.
Me too.
And just as if on cue, right now, I just got my pre-registration codes are coming in right now from Ticketmaster for a Dead and Company Halloween in New York City, Madison
Oh,
Square Garden.
nice.
Who wants to go?
On Halloween?
Halloween and the first as well. 2 shows at MSG.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I might go to Swanee.
Oh, and we got the
Swanee.
Hampton ones also.
All right. Well, it is Monday, August 19th, 2019. This is the No One's Listening Show, episode 158. I'm here with the Legacy panel of the new Legacy. And I wanted to remind people that if they want to call us up, 305-361-8557, just shoot the shit. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, give us a call out there, man, you regular listeners. You got something to say, whether we're talking about it tonight or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Something on
see
your
who's.
mind.
I can see who's on there.
Talk to people.
Davina,
Yeah.
Chucky,
Ollie, you know who
Gato.
you are. You know who you
Bill.
are. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Anything goes. Give us a topic, and we'll talk about it for a little bit.
Exactly.
Any one of our numbers works too.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the news, and I want to start with something kind of cool. Maybe let's see what you guys think here. The Oasis Ventanita is making a comeback. If you guys have seen the old Oasis building, the one that burned in the fire, they finally cleaned it all up.
Yes.
The insides are done.
Yes.
Are they?
got
Have you peeked in?
Yes.
I have not.
They have all the coolers in there, but just like not set up.
Are they going to be allowed to sell beer there?
And this was like 3 weeks ago.
The lighting.
See
The
why
lighting's
they-
up.
they
At
sell-
the other place, they didn't.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Which-
Upstairs,
they sell
don't-
beer.
Yeah, they sell beer.
They
Do
sell
they
beer.
now? Or when they opened, they didn't for a while.
I mean, they should have that open cooler of freezing beers like
Okay,
Ice how they had
okay.
last time.
Okay, so
That'd
it
be
has
cool.
a little window on the side.
Okay.
One, not two.
It's not the same, but there is a little window. Mm-hmm. Yes?
I'm ready to chime in. I'm just raising my hand like a good student.
he's
When you're
next.
done,
Describe it for the people.
Yeah, describe it
So
and then let
there's
me
a
know.
little window. It's not as big. In the other one, there was 2 windows. Now there's only 1 window. It doesn't yet, maybe it's coming, have any awnings or anything.
Boo.
And they're going to probably put the tables with the umbrellas, I imagine. What do you guys think? Will it draw you back? Yes, Manny.
Your description is spot on, although I haven't walked it or peeked in the windows like you have. But and next time, how about like a little video or something? Give us a little tour on our chat and show us what's going on. Reporter from the field, all right? You know what I mean. So
It was in the rag. I put pictures in there.
the rag. What's that?
I read it every week, Manny.
The Tropical Rag
It's
newsletter.
awesome.
Tropicalrag.com.
It's awesome. That's where I
Brought
get,
to you
that's where I
by
get all
Tropical
my
Rag.
serious news.
What you didn't mention was the bottleneck that's going to happen. You talked about one window. That's already a cluster
Okay.
waiting to happen. And then that corner, the building is built out almost all the way to the
Gas station.
shrubbery.
Yeah.
There's that famous shrubbery there.
Yeah.
Chico used to love trolling that thing because there was always food in there and there was always a bunch of pigeons in there, right? So it goes right up against there. It's going to be a real bottleneck.
Yeah, I can see
Do you
that.
know what I'm talking about, Rafa?
Then the cyclists are going to go there.
Important question also. Important question number 2, speaking of the rag. Did they redo the bathroom?
What, inside the...
That bathroom was one of the hottest.
Go to the other picture. I mean, this is, we're
Most
talking right
uncomfortable
there.
bathroom.
See that shrubbery right there?
Oh,
that
yeah.
corner of the building? I'm sorry for the radio listeners. You obviously can't
But
see
there's a
this.
big shrub in front of the building.
There's a shrub at the corner of the building, and it's going to choke off the little walkway. I think because the window's right there, too.
Yes, it's...
So that's where everyone's going to gather.
I agree. And all the cyclists, all their bikes and stuff. I mean, they're going to have a place for their bikes.
There is plenty of room back there.
Okay.
If they put some awnings...
So they should have maybe a little something set up in the back with a little tiki bar kind of concession area where they can sell their
Is it still
stuff.
for sale?
the last
Wait
time
a second,
I checked,
you're
it
right.
was.
There's a for sale sign on the window right there, the cafecito window.
No.
But is it still for sale? And they're doing all this or what?
I would imagine that, if somebody makes them an offer, it is, but I haven't checked the real estate listing if it's still up or whatever.
Well, hopefully they sell the micheladas there still. Because they had those
All
and they were
right.
good.
So there's that. When's it
We'll
opening?
we'll
That's the really important stuff.
So let's see when this was. The guy told me in like 2 weeks, about
2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, we'll see you there tomorrow.
So,
Happy
so I
hour.
imagine
I'll
by
be there.
September or something. I don't know. I'll give it a shot, man. Maybe if it's...
Oh, I'll give it a shot, too. I'm
Me
just
too, especially if the
wondering
beers are cheap.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that I'm a little concerned about...
PBRs and ice cold coolers,
How
please.
much were the
It's-
beers
we just have to
before?
go
I
in
forget.
downtimes.
$2.75?
Something like that.
It was like
No, they were like $3.
$3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in. I'll try it.
And they need shade back there.
Yes,
If
exactly.
there's no
So-
shade... Remember the cool thing about that old spot was where you could sit.
Yes,
Yeah.
There and
against the wall, right?
Yeah,
Against the wall.
Yeah, and that's going to get
That
lost
weird
here.
tile
Yeah,
bench
that's missing.
thing.
That is missing huge. And there's no awnings now. I don't know if he's
Oh, there
planning
isn't
on
a wall like that anywhere where the tile bench used to
No.
be.
Why don't you
took the wall
next
out.
time you're over there, just
Why don't we meet there?
do something about it. Talk to Carlos or give him a call or something.
Why don't? Wow, Rafa, that was really gross.
I didn't even have him.
Wow.
Did you eat it?
Speaking, talk about vomit fest. Thank God you guys can't see us right now. But let's move on.
Man.
Sorry, guys.
No words.
I coughed up a little spit into my hand.
But you caught it.
Yeah, right. Some spit.
And then he ate it.
And then he ate it.
I had nowhere to put it.
Okay, let's move on. Love you,
Put it in your
Rafa.
pocket, dude. Just put it in your pocket.
Wipe it on your shirt, man.
Pants, like anywhere else, just not back in your mouth.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Popped it in there like a piece of
Wash
gum.
it down.
All I know, Lenny, is that thank God he covered his mouth because you're sitting right in front of him.
I was like,
Could
what?
have landed over there.
Oh man. Wow.
You know that happened to me the other day
Gross.
in Pilates, and the piece of phlegm or whatever
Oh my God.
flew on the machine, and I was like,
Qué pena.
oh my God, I wonder if anybody sees this, But I don't think anybody saw. I hope. Because I picked it
Hope
up
they
and I put
did.
it on my shirt.
right. All
There you
right.
go. At least
Yeah.
you didn't eat it.
I didn't eat it. No, I didn't take it off the machine and eat it.
All right.
All right, so
what's
that's
the
it
next
for the
topic?
Oasis, I think.
Yeah, seriously.
Moving on.
Okay. Let's see what else I got here going on.
I mean, we have a million topics to talk
I know,
about.
there's a lot going on.
We do.
Okay.
No, not that many.
What?
Well,
Well, there was a shooting on the bridge last week.
Yeah, that's a big one.
yeah.
Okay, let me explain to the people, just in case somebody living under a rock or out of town or something.
Or he's not in any chats.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We just got into town.
So last week on Wednesday morning, on going east or into the Key on the big bridge, there was a group of cyclists going, and there's this guy who rides with the cyclists on a motorcycle, and he films them like he's like in the Tour de France, and he's like one of the motorcycle guys, like the media team or whatever. He films them.
Let's call him from now on the
Motorcycle
really
guy.
big guy.
Okay, the big guy.
The really
The big
big guy
dude.
who's not
On
a
a
cyclist. So
Right.
the really
Yes.
big guy.
He's on the scooter,
Go ahead,
not
go from there.
motorcycle.
So this guy's on the motorcycle. He starts a Facebook Live, and he starts just like we're doing now, but with video. And he is filming the cyclists
And himself.
and himself. And he gets into an altercation with this guy who's cycling while they're moving.
You know, he clearly knows everybody.
Yeah, he knows
he calls
everybody.
him by name.
Yeah.
Paco, no sé
His,
qué,
his son
Panama.
even cycles with the group.
His son's, It turns out that his son's part of the group as
Right.
well. Minor
So
son.
this guy that he gets into some kind of argument with this guy while they're riding. They get mad at each other.
He recognizes a guy. They recognize each other. It's a guy that he's beefing with.
Yeah, exactly.
So they, right there, all of a sudden, all the love of saying hi to everybody turns into, oh, this guy's here.
Yeah.
And they start kind of, you can see him jawing at each other. And when the cyclist, we'll call him the cyclist, he comes right up to the camera and says something, whatever, and kind of maybe even appears to
push or shove him,
kick or push or shove. There may have been contact that happened. Who knows who initiated it?
Yeah, we don't know who initiated it. But then they both fall.
They both fall, and the camera falls to the ground, and you lose that video.
Yeah.
But you get you
hear the audio.
You hear everything.
And so then they have a fight there. We don't know exactly what happened with the fight or how it happened, but a gun comes out, and the big guy shoots the other guy. And
kills him.
I mean, he died later at the hospital,
right.
But yeah, he kills him right there, and all over some stupid.
Well, there's been some
beef.
Well, the scooter boy, big dude, has been, I guess, having beef with this cyclist for a while, and he's been filming it on Facebook.
Yeah, so they took
about how he wants to.
They took their so what happened is that in all the chats here on the key, you probably know because you saw it. This information still slowly starts coming out as to what's happening, and there's all kinds of stories. There is a cyclist took out a gun first, and then the big guy wrestled it away from him, took it, and shot him with his own gun. That story went around for a while.
Right.
Then there was the
scooter boy had it.
The big guy started yelling, and you could hear him.
Sácalo.
Sácala, sácala.
Sácala, right.
Sácala, take it out. Sácala. Dámela. And what happened is that somebody, one of the cyclists, we don't know who, but there was the rumor of
someone brought out the gun
and took it out and gave it to him. And then all of a sudden we start seeing the videos of everything because
people were on the road
stopping.
that were stopped because the bikes were all thrown on the street, and you couldn't get by, so they were standing there videotaping it.
And one guy, it's the cowboy video. Have you seen that one with the cowboy, the country music video?
Yeah.
There's a country music playing in the background.
Yeah.
The guy's like filming it.
No reaction, which is weird to me, by the way.
Yeah, total no reaction.
I mean, I would be like, oh, what?
You might be calling 911 and be like, look, there's something going on
I
here.
agree.
But it happened so fast.
I don't think.
And
you
then
could
the
react.
video stopped. There may have been a call from 911 on that phone after.
Yeah.
But it was that intimate for
right.
The information was coming as within
as
minutes.
It was going
every
right.
minute there was something coming in.
I saw 3 different videos. One was the guy that filmed himself, and then you could hear everything.
Right.
And then 2 of people in cars.
Right.
And then there was also the video of the big guy ranting. He did a rant against the other guy that was. It was
like a
awful.
week ago, or something like that.
Like he was really pissed off about something.
So
So
that
do we know
happened.
yet? Like,
I got arrested.
Oh,
the big guy got arrested.
But which is weird. He didn't get arrested that day.
He did. He got arrested. They took him in. They let him go, and then they arrested him again.
Yeah.
A couple days later.
They're probably like, don't leave town.
So do we know yet actual report of who, what, when,
where the gun came from? That's really the big question.
That's the main question.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
we saw in the video that he shot the guy, so we know that. But where did the gun come from? Whose is it?
No, there is. I haven't seen anything with
Me
that.
neither.
Yeah.
I saw his arraignment photo in the thing, and that's it. Anyway, I mean, it's crazy because
over a fight.
At least from what you see in the video, like that guy did not need a gun for anything. You know what I mean, and I hope he doesn't get off because in Florida, you could claim a self-defense thing and get off. But that guy did not need a gun. Mm-hmm. Like, you see the video, man. The worst that would have happened, he would have taken a punch or 2 or something.
Right.
The most dangerous thing in terms of self-defense had already happened, where getting kicked off the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like, you crash your motorcycle, but now they're up and they're kind of wrestling with each other.
I mean, there's so many worst parts. But one of the worst parts to me is that we have access to all this video footage of this going down.
I agree. It's surreal.
It is
weird.
surreal. It's surreal that it's on Facebook.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah. It's surreal because you see the guy shoot him and no reaction, shameless.
There was this.
No one ran to the guy that got shot in the stomach and he was laying down on the ground. No one was there for a minute.
I think people were in shock. You could see one guy put up his hands and I mean, I feel like
I saw that too. Like, oh my god, what did you do?
Also, I was telling some friends the other day. I'm like, if I were there and and this guy has a gun in his hand and he just shot someone, I think I'd jump off the bridge. Like people are there, like the shooting's happening and the people in the cars are just filming. Other cyclists are just standing there. Or you go help the guy who's shot, or you freak out that the guy might shoot you too.
He threatened another guy on a bike. The other guy on the bike was
crazy.
like, no, because he's like, remember, he turned around, he's like,
he was out of his mind. That's part of his thing. He had, I think he was out of his mind
like a week ago doing that video.
But he had a panic attack.
Which, the big guy?
Yeah, the big guy.
What?
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
the whole
no
thing
argument is worth killing someone, and it's ridiculous.
I mean, you have the video. I just hope that doesn't count as self-defense, because the guy might have gotten slapped up. There's no way that other guy was going to kill him.
Agreed.
We all know what happened, but let me ask you this. This guy from Key Biscayne Portal, you know that Key Biscayne Portal? On Facebook, he posts a picture of the big guy holding the dying guy.
Oh, like the.
And then I see the picture also on Tropical Rag, I think.
Really?
Did I?
No.
I didn't post it in the thing, but
You wouldn't post that.
I didn't see it.
So I had talked to my mom that morning, and then I guess she told my dad that I had some videos because of all the chats, and he's like, "Oh, can you send me videos?" And I made sure to select like what I would send to my parents, because I felt strange even forwarding some of those pictures.
I think it's on Key News. I don't think it's on yours.
It wouldn't be on. You wouldn't put that.
I'm saying in the newsletter, I didn't put any images.
I think it's Key. I think it was on Key
Here's
News.
an interesting comment
From Davina, right?
From Davina, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, she uses a different adjective. We'll call him the big motorcycle guy.
Yes.
who killed him was the only one that rendered aid. And was the one who called 911, and that's why initially he wasn't arrested, because he was the guy. And you could hear him in the audio, in the initial audio, "Llama la policía, llama la policía."
Really?
Yep.
The one who shot him?
Yeah. He was the one who. Yeah, he's the one who did that.
Look at my face.
I know. Anyway,
I know.
I mean,
and then on other news, there was that same day.
Oh, the car thing?
The car.
Oh.
No one noticed that car that was like in
That's
between
right.
two palm
I was
trees
leaving
sideways.
the Key.
And no one's talked about it. Like, is that person alive? Is it DUI? What happened?
When I was leaving the Key, I laughed a little in my car. I'm like, how
Well,
is
give
this
us a
done?
little. Give us a little
tell us.
context
We don't know
here.
anything.
So by Calusa, at the little circle, like if you're gonna
Inbound.
turn around, inbound, like at the little circle where you would turn around, some guy flipped his car in between some trees right there at the entrance of the Key.
He wedged his car
the village.
sideways in
It
between
looked
the
like
trees.
palm
And
trees.
It looked like a movie set. And there's no cops there. I'm like, what's going on this morning?
Here's the craziest thing for me, in that night or morning, whatever, I had a dream. You don't know if it's right when you wake up or earlier in the night, but it was that night. I dreamt that I was coming into the Key with a couple of friends in an Uber. We were coming from the airport, and it's a few friends that are on this one chat, right? So we're all coming in, and this El Camino comes hauling ass past us. You know what an El Camino is? Mm-hmm. It's like the car with the bed in the back. Passes us by Calusa, takes a right to go to 7-Eleven, and flips and turns sideways, and we see it as we're going by on Crandon. We're like, and we all look, and we're like, should we go back?
In that same spot? That's weird.
Well, no, it was at the car flipped over by Harbor in front of the Oasis.
Oh,
it was like wedged up there in a tree. I had that dream that night.
That's weird. Well, did this person survive? Did he go to the hospital? Is he okay?
Did
he get a DUI?
About that car.
Is it anywhere? Does anyone have any information?
That one went under the radar because
Isn't that because the other thing took it over?
The
But
shooting day.
the guy probably did what a lot of people do, which is bail.
took off.
Yeah, take off, leave the car there, and say.
Was it a convertible too?
Someone stole it.
No, you don't. You don't even have to say that. You just say, "I got in an accident and I
walked home.
I had to go to work.
I had to go.
Feed my
take
cat.
care of myself or something."
Feed my cat. What?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. Anyway, if anyone has
was a
any
weird
information,
morning.
it was a very. The moon was full. There was a lot of weird stuff going on for sure.
I think it's crazy that people pull out a gun for nothing like that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's absurd.
Well, this was a beef that was going back, and it was a heated beef, and it all played itself out on social media from the whole
escalated.
beginning to.
It's just like no beef is worth that at all, and it's dumb beef on top of it, and it's just like an uneducated decision.
Listen, a father of two is dead.
Yeah,
that sucks. That's terrible.
And I don't
That
know
should
whose
never
gun it was, but why does anybody have a gun that morning? That's the thing. Doesn't matter whose it is. It can get used.
It's the irony. Like the cyclists, when you leave your house and you're going to ride over that causeway,
you're taking a chance.
It's like going scuba diving. You're going underwater 100 feet and you're getting different pressure and whatever, and you breathe the wrong way or you hold your breath.
It's a risk.
You're taking a chance. You're coming over the causeway, you're taking a chance. But for that guy that morning to have gone out and the chance he was taking was, imagine getting shot by somebody who's kind of in the group too.
It's nuts.
It's insane. So it's just an ugly image here for us in Miami and in this. Cyclists getting hit by cars is bad enough, but this. Come on.
If the big guy brought the gun, just in my eyes, and he did that video on Facebook, and he was like telling he was going to kill,
it's just also.
And then
ugly.
he brought a gun. I feel like that's premeditated.
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're going to go down. He was like, with the words, it was like the most. I mean, look it up. I'm sure it's somewhere, but it was awful. And and then all of a sudden he's going there, and he knows that guy's going to be cycling there, and he brings a gun. If you're going to bring a gun and bring it out, you're going to use it.
Yeah, bad.
So
not bad.
Anyway, on to happier things.
You got any more puke stories?
The entrance block is for sale for $20 million.
I know.
Backlisted again. I'm not sure if it got listed so that they could.
That's like more than twice its worth, I think, if they were to
tease the village.
Or I don't know if they really want to sell it. I have no idea. $20.6 million. The guy bought it for $15 million. 5 years ago.
What's it appraised at now?
I don't know the appraisal.
That's the listing, so I don't know what you could get it for. We were talking about this last night, and we saw Abad at the Sir Pizza, and he asked, when I brought this up, he asked, what would you guys put on it? And I thought to myself, I have no idea what I would do with that property. Like, what is even good there? The listing said that, probably bullshit, but that they were in talks with Publix, but that's probably just to tease whoever wants to buy it, like if it's a up and coming property or whatever. What would you do with it if the village bought it? What would they do with it? Put a park there?
I think they're talking about a few different things. Right, the library is something that they've talked about somewhere. Hotel, different kind of hotel.
So we were thinking about that, but I don't know if that would that work.
That's not talks of that.
What if it was mixed use? It was like bottom was retail and the top was a hotel. Would that work? And a rooftop pool or something?
I don't think bar. So. I think what they want to do is make it that's our entrance. That's to make it something that, our entry block. That's what we want to, our presentation of when you come to our island.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be cool if we ask our architect friends like Webby to say, dude, come up with some kind of concept. I think come up. Let's do a public.
It'd be a great idea.
What do you guys think? Come up with an idea. It's like the Beach Club logo. They did a competition
we do
a
charrette for that, but we need to see if the village is going to buy the property first. That's expensive.
So
I don't know if we have the money for that. There's other things that we need to do.
Would you call that a charrette?
A charrette is when people come together and you do a design, concept for that area.
Cool.
Ooh, charrette.
Charrette.
New word.
So, am I crazy to think that place, you don't actually look at it when you come into the Key?
You could.
You kind of are looking forward most of the time, and the first thing you actually see when you come to the Key is
gas station.
the shell.
Right. Well, you don't look at it because there's nothing there.
No, I think you don't look at it because it's like you come out of the bush of the Calusa, and
your
it's
vision
so
straight
far
out,
to the right.
I think that you can create something even out of that bush of Calusa, because the great thing about that property is that it
leads to Calusa.
It leads to Calusa, and Calusa could also be a slow sort of turnover from the Matheson clan, right? As the next generation comes and they say, hey, look, you know what? The next generation, they'll take some money for a lease or whatever it might be. And so it allows us to connect, right? So imagine now you're coming in and,
nice.
Going into that, you already see people like little offshoots where people are on bikes or golf carts, and it opens up. But
I think the village should buy it.
I do too. I think they should just buy it and figure it out later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to have it.
Buy it and do a charrette.
Buy it into a charrette, exactly.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, because anybody else that buys it, I mean, we see how many empty spaces there are.
Or have the village work with whoever's thinking of buying it, making sure that it's not some kind of crazy eyesore thing.
Yeah.
Like work with those people, whoever's going to buy it, to make sure it's something that is going to help keep Biscayne look beautiful. You know, work with this company, whether they, I don't know, if they tax, I have no idea. But like something that we make sure we get something nice and not just like something, not like a giant Publix all of a sudden.
Right? Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It all comes to money, so we'll see.
Walgreens backlash? You think there'd be Publix backlash?
I think less for a Publix.
I think people hate Winn-Dixie so much that I think they would
true.
go for a Publix.
That's very, very true.
They just redid the Winn-Dixie here.
Oh, my
They did,
God.
they
Oh my
put
lord,
some-
we haven't. Is that on the list?
No.
We
You
should
wanna
talk
about
about
that
it.
for a second?
Have you seen it?
Yes.
I was like, dude,
It's awkward.
where's the fucking bread?
Oh my god, why is the bread where it's at? It's like where the fireworks are
so
supposed
let's
to be.
explain to the people. They reorganized the Winn-Dixie, but
Wow, I
only
haven't been to
slightly.
Winn-Dixie in a while.
They only slightly
I go every day.
reorganized it. They put some like faux vinyl wood on
It's
the floor
horrible.
in some parts of the
Yeah.
store.
Ew.
They took the dairy section in the back. They took it was a dairy aisle
With the bread.
on the I guess south side, and then on the north side was the bread.
Right?
And they took the bread and they put it by the produce in the front.
They
What?
completely changed the bread from the last aisle by
Yeah.
the milk
To the front.
to the
one.
very front.
Yeah.
That does not work for me.
In a very little small thing that's double sided.
It's where it's where they sell the fireworks on 4th of July. It's not
It's
not
like
a place for a permanent. It's not a
it's
permanent
like
home for
it's
bread.
It's a pop-up display.
It's a pop up.
Exactly.
It's not a
So
permanent
Bread is not a
display.
pop-up display
Where
kind of thing.
well,
It's
not
just-
only that, bread you put on the top of the basket
Right.
because it's soft. You
Not
can't
in the beginning.
pick up the bread at the beginning and then
That's-
smush it.
And so
What's in the bread aisle now,
So
then?
it's another cooler, and it's just more dairy and
Orange
stuff.
juice. Rafa and I are convinced that what was it that the Philadelphia cream cheese? They just like tripled the stock of cream cheese.
Oh, wow.
And it takes up
Cream
all
cheese
the
used
new
to be
space.
it was like double wide of the width of a a
Right.
Philadelphia packet. Now it's like 6 feet wide.
It's like the
or
yogurt
more.
section.
Yeah.
It's like the yogurt
it's
section, but
all
just cream
Philadelphia.
Cream cheese is the
All
new yogurt.
Philadelphia.
Guys, Philadelphia has some stock when like something like there's some sort of connection there. Philadelphia cream
a
cheese
big
with
push to
Winn-Dixie.
eat Philadelphia cream cheese.
You must
at
have
the
paid some
supermarket.
top dollar for that.
And they stopped selling that other cream cheese that I liked.
What, the fake one?
Arla.
Just kidding. I have no idea. I have no, the only cream cheese I know is Philadelphia, so.
Well,
There's
go to
not much-
Winn-Dixie.
There's not much choice in the cream cheese
No.
department.
All right, so well,
Let's move on.
And the rest is like they put a little salad bar by the
awkward.
deli, and that's pretty much it.
Salad bar?
Yeah.
it's a little salad bar.
Okay.
You know
Doesn't
one
look
that-
Serve
great,
salad.
though.
you know one addition that I liked that was before the makeover. In the deli section, they already prepackaged deli meats and
Yeah, I
hams,
like that,
or
'cause I
deli
just
meats
grab
and
it and go.
cheeses
Yeah.
in a little case.
Yeah,
so
I like
you
that.
can.
But
Grab
then you
and
can't
go.
be like finito por favor.
You can if you want. You can if you want. It
I
just
hate
like
waiting
it's,
there.
That's true. You can't.
it
if
just
you want.
dilutes
Exactly.
the bottleneck.
If you want,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that was a good idea. I think they took that out for the
No.
for the
What?
remake because that was in its own little tiny little fridge.
It's there still.
Is it?
Yeah,
Good.
I
Oh,
checked.
okay.
I was like, señora, I'm always back there. I'm like, ¿tienen cubos? ¿Cubitos? You know, I get buckets for the fill-a-bag from there.
Oh.
And every time I go back, and they know me there, you know, so they're super cool, and most of them are, but this one lady, she's like, she loves to tell me that she just got rid of them. Like, she really loves to tell me, yo, you weren't here. Tú no
Sassy.
estabas. Tú no estabas. Tú no veniste. I'm like, I was
Who
like,
did she
that
give it
was
to, the
No,
other
I'm
guy?
that was
coming.
yesterday. I was here the day before and the day before that, and I'm gonna be here tomorrow probably. I just
That's
missed
funny.
one day.
But
She's
who's,
like, no,
who's taking them?
no, they throw them
out, probably.
away.
Shut up.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
What a waste.
Manny,
unless there's some other.
I'm going before. I'm like, can I have a cool
Bizarro
face?
Manny.
Yeah,
Bizarre man.
we know who he is. We're not gonna mention his
We
name.
do know who he is.
Yeah, I know.
I love that Bizarro people exist. You know.
Yeah. No collared shirt.
All right. So anyway, check out the entry block, and we'll see what happens there.
I mean, somebody, I still think the village should get it, offer a low ball offer, and see what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And you guys out there, let us know what you think where the bread should go. We should do a contest for where the bread should go in the new layout of Winn-Dixie because it's not going to stay there. It's
In the
not.
end, for sure.
Where all other breads, all the Winn-Dixie breads,
The Cuban
baguettes
breads,
and
the
stuff,
pastries.
it should be around there.
I think it's a push to hide the breads that are commercial and to push their own Winn-Dixie breads, which are garbage, by the way. You look at the ingredients on those. Those baguettes are from some other brand, but the Winn-Dixie made breads, they're all chock full of crap. Like, you look at the ingredients and you're like, "This is supposed to be an artisan bread." You know, they make it look like it's made there.
Right.
Garbage. Look at the ingredient list. It's like 100 pages long, and it's like, you need all this for a bread? No, you don't.
No,
Bullshit.
you don't.
Anyway, moving on. Got this little story that came out in the Police Blotter.
Ooh, I love
we
it.
For
love
July
that.
10th. That was in the rag too. These neighbors on Mashta said they used to be friends, but then on July 10th, one of them went to the other's house with a hammer, and he starts knocking on the door with the hammer.
Okay.
The other neighbor, the guy whose house it is, he comes to the door with a gun.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like, what the hell is going on here? You know.
These guns.
Wait,
man.
he knocked on the door with a hammer?
The guy was knocking on the door with a hammer.
the neighbor
like,
came with the
open
gun.
open up or something. Doesn't say, it's a police report. It doesn't say why. It just says that they were friends before. It said that and they're next door neighbors.
Oh, man.
Someone
Knocking on
slept
the
with
door with a
someone's
hammer.
wife.
Guy comes to the door with a gun. Says he fears for his life. They start arguing. Whatever. Guy's a gun. The daughter of the guy with the gun calls the cops. Cops show up. Everybody cools down. They both go home.
Wait, that's the story?
That's the story.
what
but
is it
still.
about?
I mean, better that nothing happened, but...
I mean, dude, this is some crazy shit, man. What are people thinking? Go to your
can
neighbor
speculate.
with a hammer?
People have guns, though, now. It's like they...
Scary. I wouldn't do that.
They go, that's the go-to.
You live in Florida, man.
And I wonder what are they fighting about?
Why do you think
Dog poo in the yard?
Yeah, why
what
are you
is
taking a
it?
hammer? What can't you just have a discussion?
Right.
Went over with a hammer?
Do
Yeah.
you think it was like a love thing?
That's what
Well,
I
that's
said.
the initial, like, it seems very heavy-headed. Like, it must be like a love triangle or something.
That's a-
Hammer, gun.
I whispered it while you were telling the story, but someone slept with someone's wife.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what that's
I'm
initially-
just saying that. I don't know the
That's my
story.
initial thought. It didn't give the address.
Right? I was going to
No,
say,
it
what
didn't.
block was it?
It could have been like, you cut down the tree that's on my property. It could be something
boring.
like that. It could be something going back to whatever.
Right, that's-
Anything.
You're right neighbors next to each other. It's
Your
not
dog
going to be...
pooped on my yard. I'm joking.
Right,
That's
that's
gonna
what I
be-
I'll
said.
get you mad to go with a hammer.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about me, but I'm saying it may
People are
have been a
crazy.
series of circumstances. The interaction you have with the person right next to you, could be arranged. There was a range. There was a construction going on. They parked in their spot.
Right.
People
People get heated. They get
People
heated.
need to
Calm
meditate.
down. Yes.
Yeah, meditate.
Because I don't know where it was that I saw a couple fighting in public and they're screaming at each other. I'm like, man, how do you get to the point that you're screaming in public? Like,
Yeah, I know. Imagine what it's like at home.
Exactly. I mean, shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really calm down and think, shit, it's not going my way right now. I'm going to cool down for a minute.
Right.
I'll talk to you about this later.
Yeah. Agree.
I'm upset. We're going to talk about it later. Or you
guys-
missed your plane or something happened. Deal with it. You know what I mean?
Chill.
People need to
Calm down.
go to the Miami Meditation Center.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever freaked out like that? I think the most I've ever freaked out is like yelling a lot. or
I've
something.
yelled. I've gotten into fight. But in public? Oh, actually, yesterday I was I was walking home after Sir Pizza, and I'm crossing the street right here, and it had 4 seconds left on the thing. And I was crossing. Guys, it is, what time was it? 10 p.m., 9 p.m.?
Yeah,
9 p.m. on a Sunday, on a hot Sunday night, summer night. I'm crossing the street. The guy driving is making a left, so he's coming in, honks at me, okay, stops his car, puts down his window,
He yells at
and
you?
points at the little orange hand like this, and I'm like, at first I was like, oh, do I know you? Hey. and then I realized he's screaming at me
That's
because of the, and I was like, there were 4 seconds when I was walking, and this is an island. Chill the F out. I was so pissed. I'm like, guys, there was no one on the street. There was no one on the street.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean, do you ever yell at anyone? I'm like,
I yelled at the
dude,
guy.
every day at that yellow flashing light. I think I yell at somebody.
I usually don't yell, but last night I yelled at the guy. Oh, and I was mean to that girl at the bar on Saturday night too.
Yeah, but that wasn't yelling.
That was not yelling. No, but no, getting crazy, heated like that. I don't. It's not necessary.
Yeah,
It
especially
isn't-
now in today's climate.
No, you have to be careful.
But it happens.
No weapons. Guys.
Sometimes.
No weapons.
Dude, I've always
Please.
said if I had a gun, there's a couple people would be not around anymore.
No, I always say, like, man, if
It's probably better.
I'm gonna start carrying a golf ball in my pocket. You know, like one of those guys that flies through the yellow lights. I can get him, within like probably 30 yards.
Yeah.
I can definitely get a window
That's funny.
just with a golf ball.
Look up on the police reports.
So now you know if there's a flying golf ball, you know who it is.
The problem is it may ricochet off into the second balcony
It's hit someone else.
or hit somebody else. Yeah.
All right. And the other thing that happened is the poop closing the beaches, but they're open
Went
again.
in anyway.
And
I'm tired of talking about that. You guys know why it happens.
let me tell you some updates from the beach.
Oh,
Yeah, tell me,
please.
because-
So you know about this seaweed thing, right?
Yes.
What
That they're trucking it out. They're not burying it anymore.
It's correct.
Right.
Really?
Yep.
Yes, they're taking it out.
Yeah. Did
So
you talk
where?
to the guy?
No, I didn't talk to the guy, but I know about it a little bit.
Well, I did.
Tell
Oh,
me
wow.
what's
What
the
ha-
scoop.
what
Go,
did
man,
they do?
go.
Tell me what they were
tell
doing
you-
before, and now
I'll tell
what
you
they're
exactly
doing
what
now.
I heard from the raker himself. Every day I see the guy every morning or every time we're out there, and he stops,
Sunrise.
shows me a picture of a snook he caught before the shift today,
Nice.
and like the guy's a super good guy, and they help out. They pick stuff up. But look what I picked up, I'm like, so what? How? I hadn't been out there for a while. How's the weed situation? And he goes, no, man, we just started trucking it out.
No way.
I go, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. On Friday we took out. I'm like, we took it out. We took a bunch out. I go, how much did you take out? 7 truckloads.
Yeah.
On a week from last Friday.
Yeah.
And then I asked him
Where did it go?
from where. He's like all the way from way down south. Like
Crandon.
we took south the other way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
That's all right. I see you're sitting backwards right
I am
now. So if you turn around.
Yes.
They got it all the way from down, and they brought it up, and I'm like, well, where did you take it out of? And they said that they removed it from the Oceana North path.
Right.
That's the one adjacent to the Silver Sands.
Right.
Yeah. The truck couldn't come down, so the Zambonis, as I call them, the big rakes, they would have to. They loaded 7 truckloads worth
Back
up and
and
down
forth.
that path. Yeah.
Wow.
And where did they take it?
To the dump.
Dump or something?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, to the dump.
So before
Which
they
is
were-
fine.
They were grinding it up and just burying it in the sand as it
They were
went.
burying it. Yep, they were burying it. And there's a huge mound out there. And in fact, the beach over on the north side, like so from Oceana to Commodore Club, there's a big brown skid mark. From the plane, I saw it the other day. It looked like a skid mark. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
It's all
there's
a
a skid mark
seaweed.
right there. It's just a brown layer of sand.
Yeah.
Because it's churned over so many times, and that's where like a big part of the plastic problem is. It's
Yeah.
all because they go over it and again and again and again, and they just break stuff
It breaks
down
them till
and
minuscule.
redig it and bring it back. And but now it's being carted off. So in the meantime, since that happened,
The beach has been nice.
the wind shifted. The wind shifted.
that why?
Yeah, the wind shifted. So don't think that it's that's the answer.
No, the wind's
maybe it
shifted.
is or not, but if they're going to do that, they're going to have to keep doing that. And we've seen how much it can.
I think it's a better
accumulate.
solution than putting it in the sand. And that seaweed is contaminated from all the water from the sewer, whatever, out on the thing, and it brings it into the sand, and then they bury it in the sand, and the sand was toxic. And
So here's
bacteria.
Here's
in the
a
sand.
challenge. Here's a challenge. When they remove the seaweed, you know what else they remove?
Animals.
Animals, I know.
No. Yes.
What? Garbage.
But no.
Trash.
Yes. No. But what?
Money?
Money. Correct. I'm giving the money sign. Money in the form of sand.
No, I know. That's the only.
They take out a lot
They
of sand.
take out a lot of sand.
Yeah.
They take out, I don't know what the percentage is. I heard maybe 10% of it is sand.
Yeah.
So that's like
Okay,
we
I mean, what are you gonna do,
we do
right?
beach
It's just
renourishments here. Like we pay a lot of money for that. So is that the trade off?
All right. Well, that's what we got to figure out.
And like sands to the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. All right, what else we got?
That's about it. I have one more thing, but it's kind of openings and closings.
We love
Kind of
openings and closings.
Unless you
Right.
guys
Calendar. Oh, I have one
Wait.
more thing.
What?
I have one more thing.
news you can use.
Yeah, I wish I
I
brought
have
my
something
readers. I
too.
would have read the press release.
I have something too.
Welcome Paddle to Key Biscayne.
Oh, nice.
Paddle Company, PADL.
They got it.
They are our
Awesome.
friends. City Bike meets paddleboarding. They're setting up these docking stations that hold paddle boards. You get the app. You can go up there, zap it, pop a board, take it for a nice paddle.
Awesome.
Come back, put it in its docking station, and pay your whatever, 10, 20
That's
bucks or whatever it
awesome. Where?
is. They're installing one at the Key Biscayne Beach Park on Friday.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So
So pilot program, right?
yeah, I guess you call it a pilot.
They
No,
did one in
it looks pretty
Croatia.
permanent to me. You know, I mean, they may call it a pilot, but it's going to work. So they put a next time you go down to the beach park, you know where the bench is, right down by the bike rack.
Yeah.
You sit in it all the time, Rafa.
Yes, yes.
That's one of your favorite spots, I'm going to say, right? Right behind that bench, they put a 10 by 10 square foot
How many paddles are in there?
cement block. Pardon?
How many paddles?
There will be 4 paddle boards.
4.
Yeah.
And with the paddle. The
With
paddleboard.
the paddle and the life jacket. And so, yeah.
That's
it's gonna
cool.
Be,
How much is it?
I'm not sure what it is.
It's per minute or per.
That's
something,
cool.
But it's if you're on the beach.
yeah,
you
but
wanna go
you
out
know
for
what
half
we're
an
gonna,
hour,
you know what we're
pay.
going to do for trivia next week or whenever our next show is. Remember for trivia, answer the question right, and we'll give you a code so you can get out there and try it out for free.
Cool.
Ooh,
cool.
I like that.
How's that
That's a
sound?
good thing. That's
All right.
awesome.
Get the trivia.
It'd be
right.
funny if they had lockers for our paddleboards. So we don't have to
Or just as a
trucking around.
general
Yeah.
key hack, send me a text like next week, and if you want to try it out, I'll hit you up.
Awesome.
or that.
The beach club could do lockers for people's paddle boards.
That'd be
too.
awesome.
That would
you don't
be
have to
Well-
lug it.
amazing.
That's cool.
The paddle guys, because they came up to me and they're like, dude, this wherever you fill a bag, this is like a perfect compliment. Where can we put these paddle stations? So try to help them out. Took them to the beach club,
Right.
put a nice pitch for them, but it was just at the time of the transition, so
Yeah.
They weren't ready for
they
it.
weren't quite ready, but I think they will be soon. It's a
Right.
great idea.
Awesome.
Okay, well,
and closings.
let's move on. Openings and closings. I have some. It's not really an opening yet,
So excited.
but this one's pretty good.
What? I'm so excited. What is
No,
it?
I'm excited.
Okay.
I was trying to pick at your nose, but I don't have my
Is it a
glasses
new
on.
bar?
Do you?
Tumbo's is closing?
So
Oh,
it is
no.
a new bar.
Oh.
Okay.
Yay.
On the key?
I have on good authority heard from a authoritative little bird that at Bill Baggs,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
No Name Harbor.
We talked about that, dude.
Okay.
Did we?
Yeah, of course.
I
I broke that story
What?
way back.
When?
I don't. In your dream.
At the end of
In that dream there.
We talked about it right here.
In your dream,
Man,
you
was I
too.
not paying attention?
Maybe not. In the final shelter 15, I think it is.
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
we
south.
did talk about it. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
talked
did.
about
the
it.
host does not remember.
You were working on the
Yes.
notes or something,
They
and it
did-
was way back
Okay,
when.
so let's do
They
the
did
people.
cheeky hut. Cheeky hut.
They're
There.
gonna, right on the point there.
Yes, I'm so
in
excited.
No Name Harbor, where there's a little cheeky hut.
I heard about
They're
that.
going to convert that.
no,
into
there wasn't
bar.
a cheeky hut. There was a shelter.
Yeah, a shelter.
And then they
right?
did,
So
like-
that shelter, Boaters Grill decided that in front of that shelter, all the way out towards the point,
Yes.
they built a little cheeky hut.
Yes.
That wasn't there before.
Gotcha.
So they built that, and I think we built that actually, part of the Friends of Cape Florida for.
That's awesome.
Oh, a haunted hike coming up. We'll remember to mention that.
Yeah.
But as all these fundraisers that we do, we help build that shelter, that tiki hut. So Boaters Grill has decided to create a bar
Like a sunset
at the
bar. That's
shelter. They put in
cool.
the sliding down doors just went in the other day. So that
Awesome.
means that it'll be locked up. That means it'll be, a legit place, right?
That's awesome. I'm so excited. So you can
And
go
it's
for
going to be,
sunset.
I think it's going to be like a full service bar too.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
That
And do you
sounds
know-
awesome.
Do you have any ETA for that?
Yeah, it's imminent. It's
Awesome.
imminent.
And
So
then
they just
I
put the
Then
doors
does
in.
it close when the
What are the hours? Yeah,
Yeah.
sunset.
Yeah, we'll get all that to you. We'll
Okay.
get
I mean,
it.
it's probably similar to the Boaters Grill, where
Also-
if people
Probably.
are there, they stay open. And
Also, do you
if
still
not,
have to pay that entrance? Yeah, right.
all right.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we got
so
a call.
Oh, we have
Got
a caller.
caller.
It's a late call caller.
Hello, Carla.
Introduce yourself.
And closing.
Oh.
BB&T merging with SunTrust, creating a new company called Truist. So I don't know which one's not surviving, but they can't possibly both operate.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting. But wait, where's the... Oh, the BB&T is at the Winn-Dixie, and the SunTrust is the old Key Biscayne Bank, the SunTrust building. Surely the SunTrust
Yeah,
stays,
right? They have the...
You don't know. I don't know. I mean, it is definitely the bigger one, but maybe they're looking at cost reductions. I mean, they got to service the debt now to fund the merger.
Ooh, very interesting. Well, we'll keep an eye on that.
Who's the caller? Who is
Theo.
this?
That's Theo, man.
I know, but we got to let people
Number
know.
one fan and caller.
Yeah, you're right, Lenny.
Well, thank you for the tip, Theo.
Yep. Anytime. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, thanks,
Later.
Theo.
Thanks, Theo.
All right, there you go.
There's our yay, Theo. And
So they could
Chucky.
close the big SunTrust? That would be interesting if that happened.
That would
Somebody
be.
else would have to take it. It's
Dude,
a
I'm
big
about
building.
to leave that bank anyway.
It's a big building.
That's my bank. I just have it because
I think
I had it.
I think that's also a village eyeball
Right?
because it's the center of
Center
of the
our
soup park.
village.
Well,
So,
listen.
FYI,
If they
I think it
close
might
that, then all of a sudden it becomes an extension to the Village Green
be. Yes,
and the whole town center,
our center.
where the
It would-
530 is.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes sense.
So that's
That makes
the
sense.
interesting story.
Yeah.
yeah,
But SunTrust probably rents, don't they?
no,
No?
that's theirs.
Yeah,
Is it?
no. I'm sure they rent. Yeah.
From who?
I think
Who
Sheldon
owns-
Lowe owns that, doesn't he? Or
Oh,
not?
I don't. Oh, okay, but not the village doesn't own it.
No.
No, it's private.
Okay.
Yeah, they rent.
All right.
So that, but I mean, if
They have a
SunTrust
long-term
left-
lease there. They
If
have a-
SunTrust left,
would make sense.
They wouldn't, automatically put it up for sale. It would probably be some other
Make a
tenant
bar.
would show up.
Center of
village-
the town.
The
bar.
village bar.
That would
Call
be
it the
amazing.
village bar.
There you go.
I'd love that. Need more bars on this island. We talked about how the square is basically all the places are empty in there.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
commercial places.
We,
Half of
we
them are
don't
not
need more
rented.
bars, apparently. I saw today there was a poll where somebody published something in the Florida Business Journal or something like that they rated Key Biscayne in
I
all
saw
these
that.
different categories. And for safety, there was a B+. And
What?
for
That's
and for
what I said.
nightlife, it was like an A-.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What a
and we
horrible-
were ranked number 4 behind Coconut Grove and like the best town to live in, like safety wise and everything. I'm like, what? Coconut Grove? No. I'm sure there's a lot more shootings there.
That
Seriously.
is, yeah, that's somebody's got their metrics wrong or
Yes,
something.
I agree.
Oh, it's just maybe just a screenshot.
I saw that too. That was funny.
It was a typo.
All right, well, those are your openings and closings on this Monday, August 19th, 2019. Show episode 158. Got any calendar? I got 2 things here for you.
Well, September 14th at the Yacht Club, there's going to be a really fun party, and it's open if you go with a member. And it's called this band called oh my god, I forgot their name now, but they're a really good band. Gara's Grooves, maybe I think it's called, and they play at the Ritz in Coconut Grove. And this woman is awesome. I mean, she plays from Amy Winehouse to like old Cuban like fun music to
It's a Cuban jazz funk cover band.
it's
That
awesome.
sounds awesome.
Yeah,
No, they're really
I
fun.
actually went on YouTube and checked them out.
They're awesome.
Did you see? I guess you saw their videos.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I found them at the Ritz in Coconut
Yeah, they're
Grove.
like a 3-piece band. I think
Yeah.
that they're
So
just.
on
But they're
September
really,
14th at the Yacht Club.
the
We're gonna have, like, a little clubbing.
Seabell Soiree.
Yes.
Ooh.
So it's going to be fun. So
All right.
come.
Are you guys gonna decorate the inside of the tent like all
They're
kind of?
going to make it like a lounge. That's what
Yeah.
we're going to do. And they're going to do it inside.
Dark,
in the,
right?
In the air conditioning.
Is it gonna be dark?
I don't know.
It should be dark with like red lights.
I'm sure it's going to be cool.
Griff will be there.
Yes. You guys should go too.
He's already
Please.
Who's
there.
that?
He's already there.
Griff.
All
I love
right.
my Griff.
That's good, man. I gotta go.
Okay, well, what?
What's yours?
Wait up. Hold on. Let me announce some of these
Halloween.
things
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
Okay, wait. Let me get to you. I got 2 things for this week. So tomorrow, the mayor, Mike Davey, is having a little chat at the Village Hall with residents. Anybody can go and ask him questions.
Is there
grill
wine and
him.
cheese?
There is wine and cheese. Actually, there's just cheese. I don't think they give wine. Just the cheese, though.
No.
Well, I mean, if anything, you could just tune in at home on Channel 77, right?
That's you can't ask your questions.
Yeah, but you can watch.
It's only with him. It's not a village council meeting.
Right.
It's you sitting with the mayor and saying, "What's up?"
I think it's a brilliant idea because there's a lot of miscommunication and a lot of hearsay and stuff. So you'll hear it from the mayor's mouth.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great thing if you're confused about things that are happening in the village.
Little chat
Yeah.
in person. And then on Friday, the Biscayne Nature Center has some kind of networking event. There probably is wine and cheese at that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's Friday night, like Friday happy hour time. So if you want to go to the Biscayne Nature Center and get your free wine and cheese for the week,
All right.
that's always good. And then haunted hike. I mean, we're still like 2 months out, but
No, it's always good to get ready.
yeah, that is in October.
Start saving your space.
But it's not.
Yeah,
October.
it's the Young Professionals Happy Hour at the Biscayne Nature Center Friday, August 23rd from 5:30 to 7. Happy hour. There will definitely be cocktails there. So go on out there. If you haven't been to the Nature Center, it's really cool.
It is really cool.
It's
I
an
love it
amazing
there.
spot, and it's just a nice thing to
And it's
discover.
cool people, cool vibe.
Yeah, cool people involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this one's going to really focus on what you need to know about resiliency in Miami. So there's a featured speaker
cool.
as well. Check it out. And then we have the haunted hike on October 18th and 19th. It's the weekend before Halloween. So
Which
there's
is
really,
great.
It's great. It really
Yeah.
tees up. It's in the middle of October already. You have the Halloween vibe. It's a great way to
And what if you
Get
want to
in the
reserve
spirit.
a space? What do you do?
hit me up. We're looking for those of you that don't know, the haunted hike is a half a mile loop, which is populated by 10 to 15 groups along the trail that spook a spot, make a spooky spot. They haunt the zone.
It's so fun.
And then people walk through the whole loop and experience these, haunted, spooky spots. So this year, the important thing to note this year,
What?
there's spots available, and it's a $500 cash prize for first place.
Oh, yay.
Now we got your attention, Rafa.
I've already been
$500 for
thinking
first,
about
$250
ours.
for second, and $100 for third.
Nice.
All right. And
Is it 2 nights again?
it's 2 nights, October 18th and 19th. There's going to be like 6 or 7 rides in that, for the Kid
fun.
Fest. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
Pumpkin
you're going to hear a lot
patch.
more about it. It's a fundraiser. It's all a good cause. That expansion there at the park is funded in part by efforts like this. We also just helped them buy a new emergency vehicle for beach safety. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see that. That's great.
That's awesome.
On the in the newspaper. So
Fun.
you'll hear a lot.
I already
more
got
about
my
it.
ideas going.
All right, you're in, right?
Yeah,
Lenny?
we're
Are you
in.
in for what? 2 spots or just one?
No, the Weber Studio.
You're going to do Weber Studio. So is the Yacht Club going to put a team together?
I'll reach out to Trish and then
You reach out for me on that
Yeah, I
one.
will.
You
I'll
carry
let
me
you
on
know.
that like you always do. Thank you.
All right.
All right. And then Rafa as well. I'm looking at you. You always have the creepiest spots.
I helped Weber.
Oh, you're
going
gonna help with Weber, okay.
But I don't know, no, because I know some people who want to do it, and
Who?
Emma and Christina.
Great.
They always talk to me.
Great.
And I forgot to ask them last year, but they're super into Halloween. And
Emma
they,
did,
Emma did it with you guys that time,
job
2 years ago.
right?
and they told me, like, don't forget, and I now I'm remembering, don't forget
Okay.
to call them because they're gung ho about it.
I'm
You
going to
gotta-
put
Awesome.
I'm going to put her on my list right now.
You got to mark
so.
your spot and see where you want.
Yeah. The spots are currently available. Webby's the same one as always.
Yes.
I might want the one right after.
I'm going to be
Webby.
out of
Yes.
town.
Where? Before Webby, you mean?
Like,
No,
we're-
like right at the
Oh, that one's
Like
taken.
talking about
That's
where
the
we're gonna
Nature
have
Center,
spots.
Biscayne Nature
I know.
Center.
Time to snooze,
They've been there
guys.
for 2 years.
Gotcha. Okay, so maybe the one right before.
Right before
Okay,
Webby.
we should probably talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
guys.
that. I gotta go.
Hello.
Okay,
Bye,
well,
guys.
thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe, tell your friends about the show, blah, blah, blah. We'll be back soon-ish.
Meet us at
probably
the
in 2
Oasis.
weeks. Meet us at the Oasis.
Or at
if
the new
it's-
bar.
Yes.
Or at the new bar, at the Sunset Bar. Anyway, thank you, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Stick around for the outro.
Jingle time.